Unser Jr. won at Cleveland. Second place was Nigel Mansell, and third, Paul Tracy. And in 2005, Justin Wilson won here at Toronto with Serbia second, and Alex Tagliani in third position. And you were at Goodwood, Dan, and I want to get this in because you talked with Nigel Mansell.
Yeah, I had a great time with him, and you know what's great about Nigel, he understands how competitive the IndyCar Series racing is, you know what great racetracks we go to, and he's a huge fan.
Graham Rahal in.
And you may have noticed that he had a right rear tire down. So that could have been the contact, because Ryan Hunter-Reay, remember, we saw with wing damage. You don't know if that, but certainly for Rahal, he had a tire going down.
And Elio continues to sit on pit lane.
And guys, that right rear was definitely flat as they took it off. Graham thought that might be the case, but there's no doubt about it. It got a big puncture in it somewhere.
Okay.
Guys, IndyCar racing this year is so good to watch. We had a great race at Iowa. We've come to the streets of Toronto. Totally different racetrack, totally different area. And look, the racing is still as good as ever. It's great to watch.
And one of the reasons, by the way, the cautions are a little longer than they've been in the past is, just as Bob had said earlier, they're taking the opportunity to sweep all the corners.
And we'll take another break. Brent Keady leads at Toronto.
Just turn one.
Yeah. And you talk about how physical it is. Justin Wilson next Saturday is going to ride the Leadville 50. That's 50 miles on a mountain bike, starting at 10,000 feet up to 12,000. And here's the super slow-mo of that touch. And Serbia trying to hold it on the outside, but you can see him crank the wheel in. Come on, stick. And look at that brake dust. That was awesome.
Great shot.
He took Serbia by surprise there.
Yeah.
And look, watch this. He dives right down the inside, right at the last minute.
Perfect. Perfectly done.
That was a beautifully executed move. It really was. And he's pressuring Dario now.
Hunter-Reay is hanging tough right there with that wing falling off.
And this is where it's going to struggle in this fast section here, where the front downforce, he needs it. This is the point where he's just the car's going to be difficult.
Wow.
You can see that left front just hanging down, but I'm surprised he's doing as well as he's doing right now with it. But it's going to get worse.
Yeah, it just keeps getting worse. And if that gets back into the tire, it'll cut that tire down.
And it shows you how much downforce these cars create. It really puts a lot of load on these front wings. Here's Dixon. Dixon's getting underneath Marco Andretti.
Starting to see some smoke off that left front on Hunter-Reay's car, too.
And then Conway down the inside of Briscoe.
Yep. So Conway moves up to 7th rather. Briscoe back to 8th. On board with Briscoe.
Briscoe really didn't fight that one too much. Conway obviously had a good run and has been quick all weekend, so he's moving to the front. He's probably a little gun shy after his little run-in with Tony.
Yeah, but he was very aggressive on the previous restart. I wonder if Briscoe's run into some trouble with the balance of the car, because he was moving forward earlier. Look at Justin Wilson. Wouldn't that be something? After he had this race in the bag last year, then didn't get the tires clean of those marbles that Dan was telling us about earlier. He got back on the power, and the race slipped away from him, and he's looking for redemption.
And this is exactly what
Hunter-Reay, I think it's probably cutting that tire down. I saw some smoke come off that left front a couple of corners ago.
Yeah, he's definitely dropping back.
Man. I thought Dixon was going to have a go. I'm on the edge of my seat again. There's Will Power going down the inside of Vitor Meira.
And Power will now go to 9th position as Ryan Hunter-Reay's crew prepares for him to come in and get the new nose cone. But you just wonder why they didn't make that move under caution.
Extremely surprised about that one.
Falling back.
Yep. There's Mike Conway going around. Hunter-Reay back to 7th.
And it goes to show you, though, with looking at Briscoe's position, he was the one that got into Canaan at the beginning, and he's still up there. Things can change very quick on these road courses.
And here comes Ryan Hunter-Reay, Kevin.
Well, they debated it amongst themselves during the caution. They said it would take about an extra 5 seconds from a normal pit stop to change that front wing. They decided to roll the dice and stay out there to keep the track position, but it didn't work, so they come in and they try to make the front nose change, but it's taking longer than expected, and now they finally get it off, but that takes an extra 5 seconds that they had planned. They'll get it back on, they'll stay in the lead lap, but they'll lose all that track position.
Yeah, that's 5 seconds.
Oh, and a crash into a track blocker.
Bourdais and Tracy. We talked about how they've had contact on similar real estate on many occasions.
Yes.
Bourdais looks like is going to be able to fire it up and get going again, but Charlie Kimball and Paul Tracy are sideways. Oh, it looks like somebody else missed the corner. Kimball gets going again.
A break for Hunter Ray.
Guys, and I'm looking forward to seeing this replay.
Yeah, this could be good.
So far we've had 2 Canadians get into one another, and Canadian.
Here it is.
Oh,
Tracy into the back of Mira. And you know, in Tracy's defense, Mira didn't have that lane open that you and I talked about when we had that touchscreen.
It's on board with Hinchcliffe.
Wow.
Where do you go?
Yeah.
And all that smoke. JR.
He was thinking, thank you very much, right there.
Yeah.
Beautiful, 3 spots.
Yeah. Now you said, Wally, how great that is for Ryan Hunter-Reay. Because of this caution, Ryan Hunter-Reay might actually have enough fuel to make it to the end. It may have been a double bonus for him if he didn't lose a lap. He's right on the edge, if there's some more yellow, of actually making it.
Could you tell?
How about that for a turn of tables if that were to happen?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. I mean, he's going to be in super conserved mode, but it's possible.
Go for it.
And you're absolutely right. It just shows you in these IndyCar races, you just can never give up. You never know how the race is going to play out.
So when the pits open, the leaders should pit, and then they'll be on a similar strategy of just having to use every ounce of ethanol to get you to the end.
Everybody stacked up behind the pace car now with 48 out of 85 laps completed here at Toronto.
Copy, we
And
got
the pits are now open.
They should all pit. This is when everyone should come in.
Here they come. Robbie Floyd will be first as they're coming toward you.
Well, Marco Andretti's been hunting around this car, just trying to find a setup that suits him. Not Ryan Hunter-Reay's, not Mike Conway's. Well, it looks like he finally has something that works. He was planning on coming into lap 51, Lenny, but he comes in now.
No damage on Oriol Servio's car from that contact with Justin Wilson. No changes for Oriol either. He knows better than anyone. Nothing matters till the end. Kevin?
Dario Franchitti came in as the leader and a lightning fast pit stop. He beats everybody out. Will Power jump back into the mix, though. I think he might have gotten out 4th or 5th.
Wow. Okay, now when power goes up 4, something happened there. If you've ever heard that saying that if you ever see a turtle on a fence post, he didn't get there by himself.
Right.
I think they short-filled Power to pick up the track position.
Oh, okay.
They didn't give him all the fuel.
All right.
I like your sayings, Jan.
I've never heard of that one.
You saw our race off pit road presented by Sunoco, proud manufacturer of ethanol. They're the 4 drivers that were involved in the crash here at this corner. Everybody's moved away and everything is in good shape right now.
I'm not sure the drivers' relationships are in good shape right now.
Yeah, right.
There's been some heat during this race, and we still got a little ways to go.
Graham Rahal is the leader of the race. E.J. Viso is second, and Simona de Silvestro, Ryan Hunter-Reay, Anna Beatrice, Dario Franchitti, Justin Wilson, Scott Dixon, Will Power, and Marco Andretti. Those are the top 10 under caution here.
And the one thing Power's going to like to see is he's pretty close to Dario. There was a big gap between them. You know, that was a big point spread. That's closed it up a little, and he's probably going to feel a little better.
And as you guys speculated, Will Power did short fill, but they had been in about 16 laps earlier, so they didn't need a full fuel load, and they are full. So they're still on the same strategy as everybody else. It's going to be tight to make it to the end, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
The way these cautions are falling, though.
That's great news. So it was less fuel, not short fill. So that was a great bonus. Thank you, Kevin, for that.
51 of 85 laps completed. Stay with us for more of the Honda Indy Toronto. Last year of road and street races, his worst finish was second. Kevin?
Kyle Moore, your call strategy for Ryan Hunter-Reay. You could have come in and changed the front wing under caution. It was a tough decision. Why did you decide to stay out?
Well, we did end up changing it there, and the yellow came out for us, so right now it's really good. The only difference is we're 2 laps shorter on fuel than everybody, but those 2 laps were under yellow. So, you know, we're pretty happy with where we're at right now. If we got another yellow, we're really happy where we're at.
All right, need some luck for the 2018.
Well, they got some great luck already.
And here we go for a restart.
Green, green, green.
Oh, watch Viso. In second.
Tagliani didn't give him much room.
Tagliani's a lap car. He's 19th, 1 lap down.
He's going to be trying hard to get that lap back.
This will be great in turn 3.
Watch this.
Got the turn on the outside.
Don't go on the outside.
Oh, and he's a lap down, but he's forcing the issue.
Oh, man.
Oh, he tries to stay there, and he does
He
it.
did it.
Wow.
Good for you. Nice going, Tagliani.
Well, the Canadians showing him how to do it.
No kidding. The fans go wild.
That was an impressive
That
move.
was.
Graham Rahal didn't want to let him by, but, you know, Tagliani forced the issue in a respectful manner and completed the pass.
Here's E.J. Viso trying to get to the inside.
I thought he was just about going to spoil the weekend there. You know, I gave him a tough time on the ovals, but, you know, he's done a good job today and stayed out of trouble for the most part. Hopefully he'll be able to complete it.
Damn, that's the kiss of death on Viso.
I knew you were going to say that too.
Keep your eye on Ryan Hunter-Reay. Kyle Moyer certainly pointed out that they're looking good if they get another caution.
Guys, and Power has got ahead of Franchitti, and then Franchitti has got Dixon behind him. This could get really interesting.
And that's Elio, right?
Yeah, Elio is up there, yep.
There's Hunter-Reay taking a look underneath Elio.
He's 4 laps down. Elio on the right there.
And Simona comes up the inside.
And that's
Takuma
Sato
Sato.
getting out the way.
He's 6 laps down.
Simona De Silvestro's in 4th.
Yep.
Hunter-Reay is 4th position. Elio is not.
And this is on board with Power. You see
He missed a
Dario.
gear. He missed a gear there. Did you hear that? That doesn't happen very often with the paddle shift, but he had some kind of trouble between, that would be 2nd and 3rd. I mean, unless it was just massive wheel spin in between the gears.
We know he's got a heavy right foot.
Yeah.
Power made the pass going into turn number 5 and got the position from Dario. Let's watch.
Got pushed down a little bit. Yeah.
Great move. Dario got bottled up behind Wilson, and
Nice.
you know, Will made the most of that.
Oh, this is great. And just think about Simona De Silvestro now racing with Will Power after all the tough luck that she's had, and Will's pressing the issue.
And he's on the button. He was on the button right there and completes the pass.
Well, remember, Simona had a great race in St. Petersburg, the very first race of the year, finished 4th.
But he locked up the left front.
Yeah, he did.
Is he in trouble?
Oh, just made.
You're looking around the corner thinking, oh, is he gonna make it?
Dario's going to have to get by Simona quick. He's not going to want to let Will Power get down the road.
Remember, this is not Simona's newer car that she had at the beginning of the year, but doing great work with it.
Oh, it's
Briscoe.
Wow. Briscoe was 11th.
Briscoe's had a tough day. He's been into some...
Yeah.
Oh,
and Mike Conway is involved.
We might have to get Briscoe some security out of this
if this goes
racetrack.
full course caution, you know who's going to be cheering. That's going to be Ryan Hunter-Reay and company.
Yep.
Yep.
Give him a little bit more on that mileage.
Hunter-Reay's gone to 2nd, passing E.J. Viso. Here's the Briscoe-Conway get-together.
Oh, Conway just ran
Yeah,
right
he
into the
slowed
back.
down, yeah.
Almost identical to what you saw with Sato and the contact with Danica Patrick. I mean, nothing Briscoe can do about that.
Absolutely nothing. That was unfortunate for him.
Still no full course caution, however, but a lot of damage on Mike Conway's car as he limps toward pit lane.
Nice job by the Almatro safety team to keep this thing under green.
Yep.
I mean, good for everybody but Hunter Ray.
And Hunter Ray's on the red, so he needs to. Oh, you've got Castro Neves trying to go down the inside.